edition of Brownsville As Is with
A for Achana.
And I'm Sonia. We are actually sitting in the middle of the industrial park here in Brownsville. We're at Volunteer Park.
Volunteer Park, that's right, yeah. Volunteer Park sits on about 12 and a half acres, not a little under 12 and a half acres. Sonia, this baseball complex is named in honor of former County Mayor Franklin Smith for his outstanding contributions and support of the youth of Haywood County. So April the 13th, back in 2013, this entire baseball complex was hereby declared the A. Franklin Smith III Baseball Complex. And it has about 4 fields. There's a field, the John Simmons field, the Jerry Stutes field, the Kurt Waddell field, and then there's the MTD Cub Cadet field that's up back
on the hill.
Yeah. So a lot of activity here at Volunteer Park. Let me tell you, Haywood County takes baseball seriously.
It does.
Yes.
It does. There have been a lot of generations play on these fields.
That's right. That's right. And those dads come back after they've been coached by their dads. They come back and coach their children.
Right.
So a lot of wholesome recreation here at Volunteer Park.
Yeah. And then there's another very unique aspect to Volunteer Park. And I think you have a special guest that we're going to talk to about it today.
I do.
Tell us where we're going.
Listen, we're going to stop in at the Park of Dreams.
The Park of Dreams.
That says enough right there about itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Park of Dreams. We're going to have a special guest, Hayden Hooper, who will come and share the vision of she and maybe her 15-member committee.
So I can't wait to hear the story and to meet with Hayden. So how about we go over there?
Let's go.
All right.
Come on and follow us. We are with Hayden Hooper.
Thank you for having me.
Was instrumental in this coming to fruition. And so Hayden, why don't you share with us maybe some history behind the motivating force for such a facility as the Volunteer Park, or the Park of Dreams, should I say?
Right, the Park of Dreams is what I was involved in personally, and what motivated the concept was an article that I read in the Jackson Sun. I was at a doctor's office one day and I opened up this magazine out of the Jackson Sun, and it was talking about a playground they had just built in Jackson, Tennessee, called Gabriel's Garden, that was accessible to children with special needs. But the whole idea behind it was that it was about, really more so about inclusivity of all children of all abilities. And I was really struck by that because I had worked in a special ed classroom in Haywood County, and our students were not able, some of them were not able to access the playground equipment. And I just didn't know there was anything possible for them. So I left the doctor's office that day and went out to that playground. It was not even open yet. They were about to open it, and really found that the two main differences in playgrounds like these and typical playgrounds is that they're built with these ADA accessible ramps to access the equipment, and they also have a foundation with this rubber turf that's made out of recycled tires. And that's it. And I thought, well, this is a no-brainer. You know, gosh, if this is possible, then why wouldn't we build every playground in America like this?
Right.
And I just didn't know it was possible. And so I knew it was then. I knew nothing about building playgrounds, about what it would cost, how to get it done. But I went home and I called our county mayor, Franklin Smith, at the time, and I said, Franklin, have you heard about this playground? And he said, yeah, we need that. I said, okay. And so from that moment on, which would have been in about 2005, got on the phone and called about a dozen other people in the community that were a lot smarter than me, that had firsthand experience with special needs children, either in the classroom or at home. Just all kinds of people, educators, parents. And we formed a committee. I mean, it was very much a grassroots effort. And we raised about $50,000 on our own.
Okay.
The concrete was given by BT Ready Mix. That was an in-kind donation, but we all worked very hard, and we did a lot of public speaking and educated the young children in the community so that when it was built, they would know what it was. And it was just a ball. And so when we cut the ribbon, our children cut the ribbon. I remember very well Deidre Harwell read a beautiful poem, and then the kids cut the ribbon, and it's just been the gift that keeps on giving ever since. So it was my mission personally, and my hope that everybody in our community would understand that, you know, sometimes someone would say to me, oh, they're building a handicapped park, or that somehow they thought it was just for children that had some special needs, but no, not at all. This was about inclusion of all children together. So like our swing set, yes, it has a swing that a child that might not be able to walk, they can get in that swing, but then their brother, sister, or cousin, or playmate can swing right next to them. That was the whole idea. And I hope that people have understood that. I think that they have. I'd like to share too just a couple of details about the design. We wanted to incorporate education into this park because we knew if we built it and we didn't educate our kids about what it was, and the adults, that, you know, they needed to understand it to see the full beauty of it. So I asked Taylor Wilson, who's a local educator and great writer, we have these panels on the playground that talk about significant things in our community, and he wrote about those, so we tied that in. And some things like the cutouts on the play set,
Like
the
this.
Agriculture, the wildlife, the music. You know, I don't know if people pick up on those things, but we try to incorporate symbols of Haywood County in the design.
Okay. You see the fruit of your labor right here.
Yeah, I'm so thankful, just so thankful for it.
Well, Shauna, I guess I'm just a big old kid because I love playgrounds.
I must be one as well, because look at us, you know.
You're putting out some fires there in that fire truck, aren't you?
This is my new job, I guess.
Yeah. I love the educational components to this playground, that it's all inclusive, but that it's unique to Haywood County because of those educational components.
To just have 8,000 square feet of playground, you know, that encourages inclusion. Every child, every family, any child, any family. Oh, just a diamond. This is, you know, I keep mentioning jewels. This is just a jewel to have, a treasure. And what a mighty vision. That's such an incredible vision for those that were on the committee and with Hayden, and just to see this thing through. And here we are still, years later.
Yeah, and still being used quite a bit. And you know, there's pavilions around, and there's all the stuff you want in a park, and to be able to bring all of your children here, if that's the case.
We're so fortunate to have Park of Dreams and Volunteer Park.
Absolutely, yes.
Volunteer Park, and we're very thankful to Brownsville Haywood County Parks and Recreation.
Keep it looking good.
Yeah, and
Maybe we need to get out of the way so the kids can come on and play.
can we join them?
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either. I'd love to do some sliding today.
I was going to say, there's a slide over there. I really want to go down.
I'd love to do some sliding. I would. All right. Well, until next time.
Yep. See you on the next Brownsville As Is.
Goodbye.
Bye, y'all.